Can you smell that, ladies and gentlemen? Take a good whiff. It is time for the final night of the 2020 SimPro Racing, the final ever R-Factor Chili Bowl. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for the call for tonight for the final coverage of the Chili Bowl.
You know you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and when you come here in
Now I just need to get to the right cars. Here we go. All right, so let's all right. Now I have no idea. There we go. Burke and Wallace will start on the front row. This is the B main. Go down to Yorker and Bodo and Lemon, Smith, Beavers, Adam Elby. We've got another Beavers there. Schaefer, Ryan Maguire, 11 cars contesting the B main. And well, we are underway in this one. It is going to be Burke leading 25 laps of B main distance. This is pretty much going to be the starting positions for tonight's A main. Burke, your leader. From Bowdoin. Wallace in third, but look at Adam Elby. Tough luck for Mr. Elby last night. Just caught one of the glitches as he checked up for a lap car, and well, he lost that right front. Had he lost the left front, it might have been alright, because as you can see right now, on board with Mr. Adam Elby, you get a good look at how to get around the SimPro Racing R-Factor Chili Bowl. Elby now up to position number 3. He wants to pick up the final ever SimPro Racing Sim Driller for 2020. Your leader's still Burke. Elby up to second. Bowdoin up on the top side in second. Now challenged there by Adam Elby. As Adam Elby, he's going to get left behind there. As sorry, in fact, Adam Elby's going to move up there on the inside. Yes. Yes, Leighton. Don't worry about the graphics. Wallace back there in 4th. Schaefer in 5th. Then we go back to Smith in 6th. Yorker 7th. Ryan Maguire. And then cars, or a couple of cars back on pit road or dropped out already. Back up front. 7 in the books. 18 to run this 25 lap B main event. The 2020 SimPro Racing Chili Bowl will be final ever here on the R-Factor service. Unless someone else wants to step up and do it. I don't think there's much of a showing right now, but I'll tell you what, Elby's been trying to pick up a sim driller for a number of years, and well, he's certainly got a good chance and a good opportunity, but he's got to go through the likes of Skylar Brown, James Edens, Troy Wagaman, the winner last night. So Burke now starting to come under fire and under pressure here from Adam Elby. There is 11 laps completed, 14 to run in B main. There are only one B main tonight. They'll be starting to move to the top side now in turns 3 and 4. There's a tie there on the front straightaway. Not sure whose that is, but slide job by Elby. And Elby takes the race lead. It's taken him a bit. And now he's to the lead. Run on the top side through turns 3 and 4. Run down low, down into turn number 1. Running the... Elby, this is an iRacing, buddy. The slide line, it might not be the quickest. There he goes, down to the bottom side, into turn number 3 and 4. 11 laps left to run. 14 laps completed out of the 25. Yorker about to be put a lap down, and this will be good. A good test and tune for these drivers in this B main. Bradley, this is R-Factor. This is what we had before iRacing. Burke now getting by Yorker in turns 3 and 4. They hit to turn number 1 and 2 right now. He'll be coming up on Ryan Maguire, the lap car. Ryan just staying low in turns 3 and 4, letting the leaders go on by. Once those two have gone by, now he'll resume his spot back on the racetrack right in front of Yorker there. So they're going to battle for position as well. Burke closing the gap, 0.6 of a second there at the start-finish line as Elby stays to the low side through 3 and 4. 19 and 6 to run. And now the gap is starting to extend for your race leader, Adam Elby, out in front. The original, yes. This is what we had before we had dirt on iRacing. This is where all the cool cats, the likes of Christopher Bell, Logan Seavey, Kyle Larson, Swindell, Abreu, I mean, that's just to name a few. Briscoe, Reitzel. There's so many. The Cabray brothers. Yep, they all were the best on the business here. Elby now with just 3 laps left to run in tonight's B-Main. Yes, you can tune them. You can have open setups. I'll go through there. See if I can go through. I don't know if I can go through just because I'm in under spectator mode, but no, you can definitely change the gearing, change what the fuel pill. 1 lap to go for Elby now, as he finds himself just a couple of turns away from victory in the B-Main. A bit of redemption from Mr. Adam Elby. He gets the win. Burke will come home second. Third, you'll see Schaefer, who turns 3 and 4. Then we go back to Smith, who managing to stay on the lead lap, home in 4th. Maguire, Yorker, and you go back to Wallace, Beaudoin, Lemon, couple of Beavers, and that is all. Now see if we can go through and yeah. Alright, so pretty much rear stagger, fuel, gear ratio, how hot your car's going to get when the fuel pill. Yeah, not as awful as your beard, Tim Smith, or your face. So we'll go back through this. So yeah, opening the fuel pill, so how hot it gets and how quickly, how hot it gets quicker. Obviously, the higher it is, the hotter it'll get. And yes, you can blow your motor, so you need to find that happy medium. Of course, the steering lock and brake bias. And this is where obviously compression, rebound, ride heights, bars, tire pressures, all this sort of stuff. Probably one of the best setups that I have was probably this from memory. 110, and we had, I think, 135, and I think we dropped that to 4.5. And we also had 5/1s up the front. I don't know how, I don't know why it worked, but it was pretty wild. But yeah, that was just a pretty much basic setup that we had. Of course, number of people to thank, of course, obviously SimPro Racing. Big thanks to Kevin Swindell, Swindell Speed Lab, jackslash.tv as well for coming on board. Rich Foreman Photography. There's still a number of people, and of course we'll have those logos up there. But rotating up there on the left hand side of the screen, Empire Graphics, Down Under Graphics, AFD Graphics. Just there was a whole bunch of people that stepped up and made this all possible. So of course we want to thank them for giving us one last send off. And of course Bo Brunig, Gary Maguire, just everybody that helped out behind the scenes to make all this possible. Of course, the drivers for coming back to R Factor one more time. Yeah, Whippy, the memories. We are awaiting a 55 lap main event. I'm just going to just letting Bo know that we are ready whenever, so he'll get the lineup sorted for the main event tonight. Oh, thank you, Leighton. Yes, and more importantly, if we could just get you to head over to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. Hit the subscribe button. We've already surpassed 900, so our next goal in mind is to get to that 1,000 sub mark. And in fact, before we go any further, we are going to bring in one of the brains behind all this, and he certainly had a hand in bringing back the final ever SimPro Racing Chili Bowl here on R Factor. And let him speak now, Mr. Gary Maguire. Sir, the floor is all yours.
Hey, thanks, Brett. Just wanted to come in here and thank everybody who's helped SimPro become what it was. It's really cool to be involved in something that iRacing has taken to the next level, and it is unbelievable to see what they're doing. So I just want to come in and thank people that helped us. You've seen the logos on the broadcast if you're watching. We've got Uncle Buck with Jack/TV. Uncle Buck used to come and race with us all the time and do videos and pictures and stuff for us, like and Rich Foreman too. He used to do our winners pictures and come and race with us every week. AFD, Andrew Felker Graphics. He's probably painted, I don't know, close to 300 to 400 midgets for us that you see here tonight on the broadcast. Fast Forward Media with Kyler Shaw. He was one of the first ones to help do the broadcast for the Chili Bowl. The first one, though, whoever broadcasted the Chili Bowl was you, Brett, I believe.
What's this, 9 years? This is the 9th one, I think?
This is the 9th one. We've been at this a really long time.
I've missed one, and you know where I was? I was sitting in a hospital bed.
That's right, I remember that. But you and Keith Fitzgerald and Jeremy Burnett, who's now with, what is it, MRN, covering NASCAR. This is unbelievable to see, you know, guys that we just, you know, we came and hang out on TeamSpeak and come burn some laps and have some fun, shoot the shit, and then, you know, now you get all these guys, you know, they're racing in NASCAR and World of Outlaws, and it's just, it's cool to, like, when you meet these people, they're just kids running a game on the computer, and to see where it's taken them, just by getting the seat time, getting the practice, and how good they've become, and it's just, it's pretty cool to see.
It's almost like sort of you're watching him, watching him grow up, sort of as you're growing, as you watch him on all these, streaming channels and whatnot. So, look, it's been a fun journey, Gary, and from me and everybody that's obviously helped not only put on this one, but putting on all the previous ones as well. It's been a pleasure, and we're sad to see it sort of end after this one, but who knows what 2021 has in store, right?
That's right. You never know. SimPro may come to iRacing. You never know.
All right. Well, I think we're getting set for the main event. Not too far away, so we'll let you jump on out of here. And Gary, thanks again for all the hard work that you guys have done behind the scenes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brett. Appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that's ever came and turned the lap with us. It's been one hell of a ride.
All right, there we go. Gary Maguire speaking on behalf of SimPro Racing. We're in the warm-up session right now. And yes, as he said, the likes of, Bell, Briscoe, those guys, what they're doing, Seavey, just Reitzel, there's just to name a handful of fellas that have really gone on from the sim world, to go out there in the real world and show these guys that, they got the skill to do it. So, yes, have worked with the likes of Tyler Burnett, who originally started Dirt Sim TV back in 2011, and the three-man crew was Tyler Burnett, myself, and Keith Fitzgerald from he's on the team. It's Fitz Motorsports. He used to run his team, and of course, Kyle Shaw. I believe the Berber boys had a hand in a couple of the Chili Bowls. LSR TV did it 3 years ago.
Structure in the country, you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and when you
you know what time it is, folks. It's time to get after it. I don't like that camera. I'm just trying to find a good camera angle. Anyhow, 55 laps on the board. Skylar Browntree, Wagaman on row number 1. Porter and Kruger in row 2. Edens and Welcome, row 3. Gary Maguire, Brody Sim in row 4. Bo Brunig, Britton Roxbury, row 5. Osborne, Adam Elby in row 6. Burke and Schaefer, Smith, Ryan Maguire, Yorga, Bodwin, Wallace, Lemon, and a couple of Sea Beaver fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final. The 55 lap main event. Yes, there can be restarts, so we'll see how it goes. The 9th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl. We are green here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Skylar Brown got a good job, nearly 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 2. And Brown goes straight to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Wagman upstairs. Very different to where he was last night. He was content in run on the bottom side. Porter back there in 3rd. Then you go back to Edens and Kruger side by side. Kruger now railed in the cushion. He was up there last night. Porter slides up in front of him. Wagman goes back down to the low side. Skylar Brown, your leader. Maguire all over the back of Edens. Down into turns 3 and 4 on the low side. Lemon and Yorker, their night is done. Oh, Porter smashes the wall on the front straightaway. Skylar Brown, he is gone. He's already into lap traffic. Wagman on the low side. Porter still upstairs. Porter tries to cut down on Wagman. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Leaves the top side open for Kruger. He got the run, but not that good of a run to where he made the pass. Porter needs to be careful of that lap car. So does Kruger. They get by the first and the one of the Beaver guys. Wagman makes a mistake. Someone into the wall. On the back straightaway, 1 car into the wall into turns 3 and 4. And so far, we are still green. Wagman fending off a challenge. Christian and Chris Beavers both gone. Porter jumps the cushion. He's going to lose 3 spots nearly. Kruger got into the back and look at Brooding now using the bottom side. And James Edens now to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to get a run on the cushion. Trying to catch that cushion. Yellow flag is out for the first time tonight. Oh, that sucks, Justin. Yellow is out for the first time this evening in this 55 lap main event. And Skylar Brown, he was just gone. The battle between Wagman, Edens, Brunig, Porter, and Kruger. Top, bottom. They were just side by side. They were hammering it. As the field will get to reset and calm their nerves here just a little bit. We are waiting for the opportunity to go back to green flag action, where Skylar Brown will lead us back to the drop of the green flag. Pace truck not in just yet. They will be trying to get the yellow cleared, otherwise we'll go around one more time. So the top 5, there it is, green flag around. Next time around, Brown looking for his first ever SimPro Racing Sim Driller. He would be, I believe, the 9th different winner. There is your pace vehicle to the inside of the speedway. Brown has control. Set off turn 4. And there we go, back underway. And Wagman immediately jumping straight to the bottom side. But look at James Edens on the outside. Edens now getting a run through turns 3 and 4. And he was just being patient the first 10 to 15 laps. And now he's trying to get by Troy Wagaman Jr. on the bottom side, your winner from prelim night number 2. So the 2 prelim night winner drivers are out in front, first and second. James Edens, who finished 3rd in night 1. He's up to 3rd and now coming after Wagaman. They were dead set even going down into turn 3. Edens bangs a cushion on the entry, bangs a cushion on the exit, getting a run. There was a 10th between Edens and Wagaman, so there's very little in between the pair right now. And I gotta say, Skylar Brown, he hasn't pulled away from these 2 drivers. Yes, they are battling side by side, but the fact that Edens and Wagman are keeping the same sort of speed as what your race leader is, well, that just goes to show you right now the TDF and the track is perfect. It's very tough to hit 55 consistent laps up on the top side of the speedway. Here is your race leader, Skylar Brown, so dominant in night number 1 on Sunday night, prelim night number 1. Edens trying to run the slider line and is thinking it's a bit of iRacing coming into it this time as he picks up the front wheels. And we go back to Porter and Brunig and Kruger. All battling it out. Then you go back to Welker. And is that Adam Elby slowly into the mix? Yes, it is. Elby now on the top side. So Elby looking for this battle right now to get by Kruger and Welker to try and jump into the top 5. But have to get by Brunig as well. The gap starting to extend out to 1.4, nearly 1.5 seconds for Skylar Brown. 37 to go, so we are not halfway just yet. We're about 10 laps away from that one. Eden's back to the cushion. Oh, Welker was that? No, it was Porter. Porter in the Valvoline number 12 machine. 32 in fact it is. Can't see properly. He is just living on edge right now. He is not afraid just to pull the testicles out and just put them up top. And, well, the grapefruits nearly got squashed there. He's going to lose 2-3 positions right now as Welker tries to come to the inside. Now, Brunig up to position 4. Kruger in 5th. Adam Elby now just getting shuffled back there as he tries to run the middle, but Porter moved up in front of him. Elby and Welker continue to go side by side. Porter using every inch of this racetrack trying to get back into the top 5 as we're surely in lap traffic. But man, Chase Porter just not afraid just to let it all hang out here in tonight's main event, the final ever. In fact, the SimPro Racing Chili Bowl. Look at that Valvoline number 32 machine. Top, bottom, you name it, he is gone. He's using it. And Brown now starting to get into lap traffic. We go back and look at the battle between 4th, 5th, and 6th. Porter, nowhere to go in this exchange just yet. Brunig down low, and Kruger up top. He's got to wait for the mistake or go for the slide job. He nearly gets into the back. Does he go for the slider? No, maybe thought about it, but opted out of it. And Brunig takes back 4th. Kruger a little tight there going down into turn 3. But straightens that car back up, rails the cushion, and Porter jumping that cushion there on the exit of turn number 4. Kruger, Brunig continue to race side by side for the 4th and 5th positions. Kruger now getting a run. Maybe learned a bit after last night's effort. He was running upstairs last night and, well, he jumped that cushion a couple of times. 26 to go this time by for the drivers on the racetrack on the lead lap. Eden's, Skylar Brown, nearly a 2-second gap. Eden's coming and just darting, trying to dart through the lap traffic, allowing Wagaman to catch up. Kruger now is solid in 4th. Brunig made a mistake. Not sure whether he got hit from behind or not, but look at Porter now, all over the back of Kruger. They make contact. Here comes Elby looking for a top 5. Oh, you just love to see it. Porter slide job, but no, Kruger around the outside. And he backed the car up on 2 wheels. Now Elby down low. And if you don't think Chase Porter is living right on the edge, if you don't think that's exciting, trying to rail that cushion for 55 laps, the way he's been able to put that 32 machine and just let her eat, well, you might want to go to the doctors and just make sure you got a pulse. As these drivers now clear from lap traffic for the moment. Gary Maguire about to get put a lap down here by Skylar Brown. 20 laps to run for Skylar. He enjoys a 3-second advantage over James Eden's Troy Wagaman, Chase Porter, and Adam Elby, your B-main winner. And after hard luck last night, he has rallied to win the B-main. Start up at about, I think it was positions, about row 5 or 6 it was. And, well, he certainly had his work cut out for him. Now he goes to the top side to get around the lap car of Ryan Maguire. Porter once again. Well, I'd love to say he's digging it deep and selling it cheap, but he's just digging it deep and not giving a crap what happens. He doesn't care if he wrecks his car because, well, it's the final one. He needs to try something absolutely outrageous. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And a 3.3 second lead is now gone. Skylar Brown, James Edens, Troy Wagaman, Chase Porter, Adam Elby, your top 5. Kruger back there in 6th, Brunig 7th, Welker, sorry. And then you go back to Roxbury and Sim, the top 10. Maguire, it's Gary in 11th, Ryan in 12th, and Burke back on pit road. So, man, oh man. Skylar Brown now with a late challenge here from James Edens. Has he got something for him? Is Edens just leaving something? Has he gone too early? Is Skylar Brown that dominant? He's turned thousands of laps in preparation to try and pick up a Sim Driller here for SimPro Racing, the 9th annual SimPro Racing Sim Chili Bowl. Here we go, green flag. Next time by, pace truck will move to the infield. So Maguire going to stay right up next to the leads, and of course we'll just stay on the bottom side just so nobody can get that black flag. Alright, set to go back to green. We're back underway. Gary just pulls to the inside. There we go. Penalty's been cleared just because of that lap car, but here goes Edens down low, down into 3 and 4. Wagaman there as well. Adam Elby up to position 4, and can Elby now, can he make a charge towards either Skylar Brown or James Edens? Edens back down low, down into turns 3 and 4. Skylar Brown rails the cushion again. 14 to go here in the final Sim Chili Bowl for SimPro Racing. Wagaman, a fantastic job in that Ollie's outlet bargain, Ollie's bargain outlet number, well, number 19 we'll go with. Elby has dropped down low, 3 and 4, back upstairs. 1 and 2 he dropped down low, 3 and 4. He went back upstairs and again trying to find some speed. Normally drives the 74 Swindell Speed Lab entry. That's Skylar Brown doing it all too easy. Just cool, calm, and collected. It'll be 10 to run this time by. And he has just been so perfect in hitting that cushion. Edens not giving up without a fight. Elby slide job on Wagaman. And Wagaman comes back at him now down into turn number 3. Wagaman stays low. Elby back upstairs. Elby now shutting the door. They make contact. Lap car upside down. Lap car out of this one. And Edens trying anything possible right now. Wagaman went for the slide job. Here comes Kruger now in that 5th position. Britton Roxbury back there in 6 as well. Good run for Britton Roxbury. We watch Elby upstairs in turns 3 and 4. Again, down low through turns 1 and 2. Trying to maximise that speed in the number 74 machine. Edens goes down low. Brown jumps the cushion. Comes back down the racetrack. That is certainly going to open up some of the difference between himself and James Eden. Now you see there's a car length in it. Here goes Eden. Slide jump. Oh no! Skylar Brown upside down. Oh, you knew it was coming, the slider. Skylar Brown would be pissed. And James Edens. Now, where's Brown? Let's see if he's gotten that car. Oh, he's on the outside. He needs to come back. So it'll be interesting to see where he can come back on the racetrack at. And I think he is on pit road. Well, James Edens is your new race leader. Adam Elby in 2nd. Wouldn't this be a story? After a hard luck performance last night, he caught one of only 2 glitches here in R Factor. He caught one of as he checked up for a lap car. Jack Morgan, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Probably should have moved that actually. As now the pace vehicle will send us around one more time. Well, I'd love to see a chair dance from either Edens or Elby or Wagner, whichever driver wins this one. Green flag next time by. 5 laps left to run in this one. Here we go. Eden's back on the gas. 5 to handful of laps to go. Both Wagman and Elby are down to the low side. They switch lanes down into 3 and 4. The slider line coming out from James Eden, sort of somewhat protecting it right now and sort of trying to break up the momentum. We are now just inside a few laps left to run in this one, and James Eden's looking to pick up the 2020 SimPro Racing Sim Driller here at the Chili Bowl. Wagaman holding on to 30, gets a little tight as here comes Kruger. And also Brody Sim back there in position number 5. 2 to run. We'll have 1 to go this time by. And James Edens through turns 3 and 4 will see the white flag. 1 lap left to run in your 2020 SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Nationals. Through 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, he picks up the 9th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl. James Edens. Adam Elby will grab 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Troy Wagaman. But how about the driver for Swindell Speed Lab in car number 1? James Edens goes to victory lane. We'll be able to chat to our top 3 here in just a few moments' time. In fact, we're going to go in right now and start with the driver that comes home 3rd place start. He picked up prelim night number 2 last night and now 3rd in the final ever 2020, the 9th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Nationals. It is Mr. Troy Wagner. Troy, congratulations on this 3rd place run. Man, it was a tough race, 55 laps. You guys got it done in there in the end, but man, 3rd place. How you feeling after that one?
It was brutal. I was just trying to hit my marks every lap and not get caught in the slick there. I just couldn't get up top like them guys could. They could really rip, so we brought home 3rd, and that was all I had.
What did you take away from last night's feature and put into this one? Because you basically had to run an extra 25 laps. So basically you ran 2 features here tonight in the one. What did you learn from last night compared to tonight?
Last night I kind of set it up to run both lines, but I just didn't need to come off the bottom the whole race, so I just committed. And tonight I tried to make the car a little better around the bottom, and if I had to, I was going to move up, but it just wasn't quite as good up top as I was down below. Them guys were pretty solid up there.
Well, 3rd in the final ever 9th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Midget Nationals. Can't be too disappointed with that one. We'll let you get out of here and we'll let you celebrate a 3rd place before we let you go, of course. Sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I just got to thank you, Brett, for putting us on, and Bo and Gary McGuire for putting it all back on again.
All right, Troy Wagaman home in 3rd place, home in 2nd place tonight. And, well, a story to remember, but 1 spot shy of where he would have liked to be. Mr. Adam Elby, congratulations on this 2nd place run. Boy, you certainly made that exciting. You said you had your work cut out for you throughout this 55 lap main event. How was that one after 55 laps?
The first 10 laps were definitely pretty crazy. Just trying to go where people weren't and still doing that and getting hit by other people. So, people, it's just part of racing. Everybody's racing hard. It's a Chili Bowl. I think if we didn't get the old R-Factor wall glitch there in the prelim night, we would have been a lot better off for this feature. Having to come from kind of mid-pack was definitely pretty tough in this stout of a field of cars. So, definitely happy to be able to get up to 2nd, but I think if we had a little bit better luck last night, we'd had a little bit better shot of winning it.
Last night was 30 laps. Tonight, 55. Did the mindset change at all, or what was the game plan going into this feature race tonight, knowing that you really had to get elbows up, to say the least?
Yeah, last night I started on the pole, and I kind of had a line that I found I liked a lot. Run the bottom 1 and 2 and the top of 3 and 4. And yesterday I was just kind of out in the lead, and I was cruising. Seven laps in, had about a straightaway lead, and I saw a lap car in front of me, and he kind of started floating up the track when I was up on the cushion of 3. So I lifted, and when you lift on a big cushion like that, it's just going to push the front end out, and that's what made it go in the wall, and then death happened. But for as far as tonight. You definitely had to get after it. There's no time to waste, especially with how long a green flag runs we had. So it's, trying to pass as many cars as you can, as fast as you can. It's tough. You don't want to try and run into other people, but you still want to be able to get by them.
Well, second place here tonight in the 9th annual SimPro Racing. Chilwell 1 spot shy of picking up a driller, but nonetheless, it was a hell of a run last night, hell of a run tonight as well. So congratulations on this second place, and we'll let you get out of here, of course. But before we go, sponsors and shout-outs, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Gotta thank all my buddies over at Swindell Speed Lab. We had a lot of fun getting ready for this event. It's I think Sunday morning I just got on and I did about 300 laps by myself, just having fun, and then James got on and me and him turned about another 500 laps, and it was just, I never got tired of it. It's crazy how easy and how much fun it is to come on here and just turn laps. So can't thank the guys over at SimPro, Bo and Gary, can't thank them enough for doing this one more time. It was definitely one wanted to win. I was pretty upset after last night, ruining a good chance I had, but yeah, I can't thank them guys enough for putting this deal on, because it sure was a blast. And hopefully in another 3 or 4 years we can get another one going, talking back into it again.
All right, good.
And then
good.
also got to thank you for broadcasting it. That way, don't take this one off YouTube like the old ones, so we could come back and reminisce.
Trust me, I'll give you my word, buddy. They're staying.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Adam Elby, they're home in second place here tonight, and your winner. And well, there was controversy late in that race, but let's talk to him right now, Mr. James Edens. James, congratulations on this win. Let's get straight into the hard-hitting questions. The contact with Skylar, what did you make of it?
I don't know. I didn't really get time to go look at it. It was the best. He made a couple mistakes, and that was the best run I had on 2. And I figured that was going to be my only opportunity to pass him. So I don't know if I just didn't have as good a run as I thought, or if he just tried to drive around me. It definitely sucks. You never want to win a race like that way. So we'll just have to go back and really look at it and see what happened.
Well, you started position 5, I think it was, coming through this field on this racetrack. Top, bottom, where did you feel most comfortable?
I definitely felt like the bottom was, more comfortable for, just kind of making laps and kind of getting to the end there for sure. But you definitely needed to be, banging off the cushion to be going as fast as possible. So, we just kind of got by Wagaman and kind of rode around there the middle half of the race and waited for my opportunity to race with Skylar there, and we took it. So, but yeah, it was just you just had to be patient. 55 laps around there is a long time, and with how treacherous the track is, anything can happen to you.
Well, it was always going to be tough to get to the front. We know how fast Skylar is, but to get to the front in those final sort of 5 or 6 laps, what was going through your mind there on that final restart?
Just not make a mistake. That's like, Skylar made a few mistakes and not let me get to him to, try to pass him. So, I knew LB was coming and he's been fast all week. So I just knew if I made a mistake that he was going to be, doing the same to me. So.
Obviously, over on the iRacing service, we see the track change and stuff like that. Obviously, the TDFs don't change here on R Factor, but is it safe to say that the TDF that sort of Bo and Gary and everybody at SimPro made here tonight and throughout the past couple of nights in this A main server, is it safe to say that the both top and bottom are fairly even, but would you give the edge to the top side just because of that cushion, and how hard is it to try and put consistent laps on the top side?
Yeah, the track's phenomenal. They always have a good track for these races. The bottom is definitely, more consistent, but the top is a little faster, but it's got a tricky cushion. So if you make a couple of mistakes, the guy on the bottom will stay right there with you. So it makes for some good racing, and you really gotta kind of plan and strategize ahead. Like I said, 55 laps. We kind of just rode around there the middle part of the race, and wait for that late race caution and close the gap back up. So to really get after it.
Well, the 9th annual SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Nationals is done. You pick yourself up the 9th annual one. What does this mean? What does this one mean to you?
It's awesome. I've always been a big SimPro fan, and what they've done. It's definitely not as big as it once was, but it's kind of awesome to win the last little hurrah that they're doing here, and get a little mark in the history books with them for sure.
Do we get to see a chair? Do we get to see a chair stand later on tonight going through social media?
Probably not. No, not for me.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on this win. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate this sim driller that you'll get to virtually take home, and we'll let you thanks to people before we let you go, James.
Yeah, I just gotta thank all the Speed Lab guys. LD and Rusty, we put in a lot of laps for this, and it's been a lot of fun. And then just thanks to Bo and Gary for reviving it for one last hurrah.
All right, congratulations goes out to Mr. James Edens, and that'll wrap us up here from the Tulsa Expo Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 9th annual running of the SimPro Racing Chili Bowl Midget Nationals here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We want to thank everybody that's made all this possible, as we said, and as Gary said, all the people that made it all possible, and bringing back this one final sort of memory here on the R Factor service. Who knows what 2021 has in stores for SimPro Racing. Maybe they head over to iRacing and continue their sort of Chili Bowl streak that they have going. It'd be the 10th running of that one, but again, if you haven't done so, head over to SimPro Racing Series on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. Of course, give all the people a like and a follow that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. Of course, AFD Graphics, Jack Slash, Down Under Graphics, Fast 4 Media, Swindell, Speed Lab, Empire Graphics. There's just a whole bunch of people that have made all this possible. And again, I'm so glad to be a part of it. And it's safe to say that I've covered 8 of the 9. Yes, it wasn't as big as what I've seen in previous years, but it is still an awesome occasion to come out here and broadcast these races, to have a lot of fun, and to come back to R Factor one final time just to do it. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in over the past couple of nights. If you haven't done so, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Of course, don't forget to head over to youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. Hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel as well. We are past 900, and now we are aiming for 1,000. I want to thank everybody again. I want to thank Wicked Cushion, of course, sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, and of course World of Thunder Racing League and Wicked Energy Gum. Until next time, our next broadcast will be on Thursday night for the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Wing Sprint Cars. We go back to iRacing and go back to where we left off at the start of the week. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and we'll see you then. Good night.